And now it is time for Bum Quick Thoughts with Christina A. Bum. Tonight's Quick Thoughts? Kill la Kill. Oh my god, this is the greatest anime that I've ever seen in my life! Don't lose your spoilers! So there's this girl named Ryuko whose father was killed by a person running around with scissor blades. I ran around with scissor blades once. It did not end well. So out of vengeance, Ryuko gets the Honji Academy to search for her father's murderer, where everything is emphasized by huge red text for some reason, and is run by the student council president Satsuki. If you want a description of her, think of the biggest dominatrix that you've ever seen. They are like flies in comparison to Satsuki. So Satsuki runs her school as a fashion society where people are given overpowered clothing called Goku uniforms, and the weak are given nothing. For some reason, this sounds very familiar. Then Ryuko challenges Satsuki to a fight and then loses, and returns to her burned-down house. Since when was this supposed to be sad? Oh wait, in her house, Ryuko falls down a hole and then is attacked by a sailor uniform. I was attacked by a sailor uniform once. It told me that I had to become Sailor Moon and fight off the evil Queen Beryl for God knows how many episodes. Or was that a cat? Speaking of fighting, we are introduced to another fight scene at the end of the first episode. And Ryuko is wearing possibly the skimpiest thing that you'll ever see in your life. Like, if this were real life, she would probably be thrown out of school, kicked down the stairs, and would not be able to accomplish anything in life. I never did that, and yet I'm still a bum! So after episode 1, the plot pretty much goes nowhere. Yeah, it was kind of boring until the end of episode 11, when Nui Harumi shows up and told Ryuko that she killed her father. The result, Ryuko is turning into something that is both incredibly stupid and incredibly terrifying. Try to imagine Pride from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, turn him green, give him longer hair, scarier teeth, crazy eyes, and put Senketsu on it. That pretty much sums it up. So after that, a whole ton of other plot stuff happens until we are finally introduced to a rebel society called Nudist Beach! No, really, the rebel society is called Nudist Beach! I'm starting to doubt the creative minds behind this. Nudist Beach then explains to Ryuko that her clothing is made out of evil life fibers and is trying to take over the world. Whatever is causing me to hallucinate like this, I need to stop. Oh wait, that's actually a plot point. Whoops! And apparently the clothing is being made by Sasuke's mother, Ragu, who somehow made rainbows appear threatening. No, I can't sing the Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows song again. Sunshine, lollipops, and oh my god, it's Ragu! She's going to take over the world with her evil clothing! Then in episode 18, a whole ton of stuff happens. We learn that Sasuke is actually plotting against Ragu the whole time, and Ragu is apparently immortal due to fusing herself with life fibers, and then Ryuko is actually Ragu's daughter who was fused with life fibers as a baby! Oh my god, who would have guessed? Now that I think about it, that wasn't really foreshadowed very well. So then after a whole ton of episodes, Ryuko and Sasuke finally stand up against Ragu to fight against clothing. I'm still trying to figure out who came up with that idea. Maybe it's just those Gainax origins. So after this huge epic fight, Ragu puts on the ultimate uniform and flies into space. In response, Ryuko turns her outfit into a rocket ship, takes on all the life fibers within everyone's clothing, and then flies up into space. I had a sailor uniform that turned into a rocket once. I had to sell it on eBay. Then, the final battle happens while I'm sitting there wondering how they're able to breathe in space. Naturally, Ryuko wins, but Senketsu had to die! Oh my god, who would have thought that a sailor uniform would burn to death re-entering the atmosphere? Wait, if clothing dies if they're set on fire, then couldn't the entire anime have been solved if Ryuko got her hands on a flamethrower? All she would have to do is set Ragu's life fibers on fire and poof! Problem solved! So after Ryuko returns, everyone lives happily ever after until we get an OVA episode later this year. So Kill la Kill was really entertaining, but it was also the stupidest thing that I've ever seen in my life. At least it didn't lose its way. This is Christina A. Bum saying, change! You got change! Come on, help a girl out, will ya? Come on, change! I promised to reincarnate Ragu in the sequel. She was a pretty awesome villain, wasn't she?